Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, June 3rd. Let's see if we can get a little bit about our past here. Current. And future energy. So this is a pretty significant reading for a Tuesday. Looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Lovers. The Lovers, Gemini energy. It's about the choices that we make. It's also about what we love. I just got love and admire. So there might be some sort of admiration connected to this in some way. There's something with this, Lovers. There's more to it than this. So let's dive into the reading because it feels like there's layers to this Lovers energy. There's multiple storylines that need to kind of form. They feel kind of hazy and just very fluid right now. So when they become solid, I'll be able to articulate them. Looking here at the past, I'm getting the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Temperance. So Ten of Cups, long-term emotional fulfillment, one of the marriage cards within tarot. The High Priestess, a very strong intuitive energy. And then you've got Temperance, Sagittarius, which is the opposite of Gemini. But this is really about emotional balance. Everything that's coming up here in the past was you identifying what was going to be in your best interest, trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, working on your own internal balance here. And that's shaking something up. So current energy here, I have the Tower, I have the Moon, and the Ten of Wands. The Tower is a sudden breakthrough. This looks like it's an emotional breakthrough. There's something that as you're balancing everything out in your life and you're really working towards your own internal balance, it's breaking you free of something here. I'm getting a binding with that Ten of Wands. Something here was keeping you trapped in a place, mentally, physically. There was something about this kind of trapped energy, and it's that word specifically, trapped, that I'm getting. If you felt very stuck, that you weren't able to do anything, weighed down, there were a lot of burdens and responsibilities just very heavy on you as a person. You can see it here with all of those branches on the tree really just weighing the person down. But there's some sort of breakthrough. It's this release that's taking place of those burdens. It's opening you up emotionally because it feels like it's an emotional breakthrough. And the emotional breakthrough itself is what relieves you of that stuck energy, that feeling of being trapped in a location. Looking at the future energy here, I'm getting the Hanged Man, Ace of Wands, and the Death card. So the Hanged Man's about seeing things from a different perspective. And so it's part of the entire process of understanding the big picture, what's working, what's not working. What does this breakthrough really mean for you? How do things look now that you recognize more of the truth of the situation and what was really holding you back or keeping you trapped? It's like the minute that you're able to see that big picture perspective, everything shifts, everything's changing here. With that Death card, that Scorpio energy, it's giving you a lot of power to really take some sort of action here. It feels very clear, very decisive. There's still a connection with that Lovers, but it's really not coming through that clear yet. So let's see what details we get. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. And Temperance. Temperance had a second card. What's the second card on Temperance? Every single one of these layers, so the past, present, and the future, all have some sort of change that's taking place. So you're definitely in this period of just a high vibrational change. Okay, so this is going to be a really interesting hypothetical. So what I'm getting here probably not a secret to most of you, I've complained about them before, but I have Invisalign. And with the new trays that I put in every couple of weeks, sometimes I have to use this kind of vibrating machine to get them to really get in there properly. And so it feels like that. What is shaking free now? It's really making room for something else. It's a weird analogy, I know, but it's something that in order to get something to fit in properly, something needs to be shaken, but it's more of a shaking free of things. And it's not a shaking to have something fit properly. It's kind of a backwards way, but that was what I got. So looking here in the past, we're going to move on from that analogy because it's very weird. Here with the 10 of Cups, I am getting the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, it's forward movement. It's taking some sort of action here relative to your goals, relative to what you want to accomplish here from an emotional standpoint. It feels like a new beginning, a fresh start, something here that already happened in the past. But I love all the balanced energy that's coming out because I actually have the Temperance out here twice. Clarifying the High Priestess, I have the Temperance again with the Sagittarius energy. This is also about seeing the big picture. That's what Sagittarius represents. And the more that you're able to understand how everything fits together, how all the pieces fit together, even my weird story with my Invisalign, this is a lot of balance that's taking place here. And so the more that you lean into the emotional balance, the more clear everything becomes. The High Priestess and that intuitive energy really does start to kick in, and you start to hear that voice louder. It's that internal voice. It makes more sense. Things just click into place, and you learn to trust it more the more emotionally balanced you are. Clarifying this Temperance here, I have the 9 of Cups with the Death card. And so there's a lot of change that's taking place. The endings connected to new beginnings, a lot of rebirth energy showing up in this reading. But this is all, again, very future oriented, focused on what you want, going after what really matters to you. There is a difference between the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is coming across as you pursuing your own dreams versus maybe dreams in connection with another person. And so the 10 of Cups is one of the marriage cards within tarot. I don't highlight it all the time unless it's clearly a love story. But with the 9 and the 10 both showing up here, it feels like there's a shift that's taking place or has taken place already when it comes to your dreams and goals. That shift is creating a new beginning. There's something about that. It is connected to the Lovers. I'm just not getting a very clear storyline on that. So let's get the Tower. Clarifying at the Tower here, we have the Justice. So more balanced energy showing up. That's what the Tower is meant to do. It's really meant to remove all the debris, all the obstacles, the challenges, tear down structures, really show you what's necessary in order to live a balanced life. And so the balance starts within you, and then this feels external to you with that Libra energy, but this is something that you triggered. There's a lot of change and transformation showing up in this reading, and it's all because of what you're focused on. It's all because you want your dreams to be real, and in order for them to be real, something needed to shift within you and then the environment around you as well. Clarifying the Moon here, I have the Hermit. And so that Virgo energy here, it's a lot of internal reflection. So here with the emotional breakthrough, all the balancing that's taking place, it's allowing for not just internal thought, but healing as well. So there's something that as old structures are torn down, I'm almost getting like something gets torn down a little bit, you heal. Something gets torn down a little bit, you heal. And it's like every removal of the old limitations and the old structures, it's giving you an opportunity to heal that part of the wound or create something better in that space. It's not overwhelming you. It's not trying to do it all at the same time. It really is coming across as a phased approach to this destruction and reconstruction of your environment. Clarifying at the 10 of Wands here, I have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a releasing energy. That's exactly what's taking place. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Take the gender as it resonates for you, but this is really taking some sort of action to let go of all the burdens and the responsibilities. The awakening, that kind of a breakthrough moment that showed up with the Tower, that allowed for balance to take place really did show you, you know what, I don't need this anymore. I don't need to be carrying all this weight around. It's not serving me. It's not serving anybody else. It's just preventing me from actually moving forward. And so that's where the release is coming in. Tell me about the Hanged Man here. And the Death card. So with the Hanged Man here in the future energy, that Hanged Man, again, seeing things from a different perspective, it's allowing you to really take it all in. That Five of Cups is also about seeing things from a different perspective. It's change. It's changing your perception from a negative to a positive. Instead of focusing on the cups that spilled over, all you have to do is turn around and be grateful for what you have. What spilled over wasn't in your best interest. You can refill that with something else. That's what you're learning. That's part of this entire process. With the Ace of Wands, I'm getting the Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Two of Wands is about seeing the potential in a situation here. And so the more that you see things from that big picture perspective, because that's also what the Two of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Two of Wands is also about. It's about seeing off in the distance where the potential really is. But if you're focused on the negative, you can't see that. And so the universe is getting you to shift your focus into the big picture, really focus on the opportunities that are still available to you so that you can take some sort of action to move in that direction. And then clarifying the Death card here, I have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, another new beginning card. This one here, lots of stability, success, prosperity. And so things are turning around, things are shifting. I'm getting the sense here that for now and even in the next couple of days, because as I was laying the cards down, I got January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Feel very significant. And this is all going to lead to more kind of progress in the future. It just feels like June is a month where things are going to start building. That's the way that the energy is coming across. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.